This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics, and happy Thirsty Thursday. I keep double checking that today is actually Thursday.
Actually, the week has gone by kind of quick. I don't know about for you guys, but I was just like, oh, crap, it's already Thursday.
And yesterday was kind of a cozy day, you know, because it was so nasty out.
So nasty.
It was very nasty. To the point where I almost have waterfront property because there's one part of our yard that just doesn't quite drain the water. You know, the water's just not really going anywhere. So we had this like small lake in our yard, and I was like, that's nice.
Is that something that gets Barrett excited, though? Put on the rain boots and just jump right in?
Absolutely. And he can see it right out his bedroom window. It's awesome.
Just thinking about jumping out. No, don't jump out the window, Barrett.
Oh, my God.
We don't need any problems.
No, not at all. But, yeah, another wet day today. I'm sure it's just lovely. Welcome to fall, Rockaholics.
It came quick.
It sure did. Let's inform these fine folks.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. And hey, happy National Lumberjack Day.
Are you talking about the popcorn or the song or a little bit of both?
You know what? Let's go with the popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
So today, go find yourself some lumberjack popcorn. They're at all like the farmers markets and things along those lines. It's the best popcorn.
I've been living off of it for like 4 days straight.
I feel like that's become my breakfast for like the last 2 weeks.
It's popcorn o'clock.
It's so freaking good. And then it's our treat at night. So I start my day off with popcorn, end my day off with lumberjack popcorn. Hey, at least yesterday, we didn't have to say this to the Mariners.
We need to boycott this bitch-ass team. Go Seahawks.
Because the Mariners apparently were listening as Julio Rodriguez hit a home run, Mitch Garver as well. Oh, man, and a bunch of errors from the Astros. They ended up winning 8-1. I mean, you got to basically win the next 3 games just to have any hope, and that's what they have left. Is the 3 games against the Oakland A's at home. They're 2.5 games back of the wild card spot. Chances are as slim as they come.
But you're telling me there's a chance.
There is still a freaking chance, which is kind of ridiculous.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
During the pandemic,
boycott this bitch-ass team.
During the pandemic, pet adoptions went way up because so many people were working from home and they were able to give that constant companionship to their animals. But now more and more companies are requiring in-office work.
Yep.
And so veterinarians have reported there's this crazy rise in like pet anxiety because they're having the separation anxiety. In 2023, they saw a record number of anxiety-related claims. So if your dogs or cats are doing things like pacing, excessive vocalization, changes in behavior.
What does that mean?
Maybe
Thank
that.
you. I really didn't know what it meant until now.
Or if they're having changes.
Did you bring your dog into the studio? What's going on here?
Changes in appetite when left alone, or other odd behaviors. Your pet might have bad anxiety.
Well, then I think we need to just let the dogs come to work with you.
Absolutely, it's the boss's fault. You created this problem.
Mainly, I want to see that happen just to piss off the person who does not like animals, right. And now they got to deal with that damn dog that's in our offices. I come here to work to get away from my damn dog.
I feel like Danny and I would kill both of you if you brought your dogs in.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely.
You guys would love DJ here.
I would.
No.
I would be sneezing the entire time.
No, she's hypoallergenic.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
And it's a puppy. That thing's crazy.
It's okay. I'll bring Lulu. I mean, she just basically sits in a corner, lays in a corner, and sleeps for about 18 hours of the day.
That's more my speed.
With her tongue sticking out like this.
Yeah, okay, she can come.
All right, so Lulu's invited, and that's about it. This is a crazy story that, I mean, you got to pay attention when you're driving, people. I don't know if you heard about Josh Klinghoffer. He's the former guitarist of Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's the current touring member of Pearl Jam. And when I saw Pearl Jam, and he was kind of like their Swiss Army knife. Mm-hmm. He was playing every instrument. He added so much to the band. But he's now scheduled to be arraigned in court today, where he's going to be officially charged with vehicular manslaughter. This all stemmed back in March. He was driving while distracted. I believe he was on his cell phone. I think that's what the video or pictures show. And he wasn't paying attention. And he struck a dude, a 47-year-old guy by the name of Israel, who was walking in the crosswalk, hit him from behind. That guy got taken to the hospital, sadly passed away. So his family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Josh and said that he was distracted while driving. They had pictures to prove it and all that kind of stuff. Now, Josh has been very compliant throughout all of this, but still, compliant or not, he's probably going to face some serious time because of this.
Well, we're going to talk now about worst behaved drivers, Steve Migs. There was a recent study by Forbes Advisor, and it ranked U.S. states based on their worst behaved driving.
Seattle.
You would think.
Washington.
You would think.
Come
but
on.
Get this. They analyzed 19 poor driving behaviors, everything from texting, running red lights, aggressive gestures, like the thumbs down. That's really aggressive.
Or shaking your fist.
The survey found that Hawaii, of all places, has the worst drivers.
Well, traffic sucks there.
It is pretty bad.
Mainly, when we went to Oahu, Honolulu, and all that area, man, it was just like to go like 10-mile drive. It felt like it took like 2 hours.
20% of the respondents in Hawaii said that they change lanes without signaling, and 13 said that they speed excessively. On the other hand, the best behaved drivers, they're in Tennessee. Washington came in at number 37. So I demand a recount. There's no way.
They clearly haven't been around here when it's sunny, when it snows, or when it rains, because typically we are terrible drivers in those situations.
True story.
Hey, as far as weather, well, no rain, just some clouds. 65 degrees is going to be our high. That is the DMD, and that's what's up.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Our friend Sarah just did something I thought she would never do.
Really?
She watched a classic movie.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, yeah. I never thought it would happen. I never thought we'd see the day, but you did. And what movie was it that you watched, Sarah?
Joyce, I just saw this strange guy driving with Peg. Did you get a good look at it?
Hi! Scissors. Whoa! Like a handshake you got there, Ed.
Those things are cool.
Can I bring him to show and tell on Monday?
From Tim Burton comes the most incredible tale of a most unusual character. Edward Scissorhands.
Hold me. I can't.
Sorry. What a weird movie.
Now we need her review. What did you think?
33 years later, how'd it go?
Steve, you are correct. It is a weird movie.
The weirdest movie, and I love that movie.
It's literally one of my friend's absolute favorite movies, and she loves scary, spooky movies. So she forced a few of us to watch this because it's her favorite, and a few of us don't like scary movies.
It's not a scary movie.
Kind of being one of them. And so then she suggested Edward Scissorhands because it's still kind of spooky, but not really at all.
Trippy, not really scary.
No, it wasn't. It was more kind of like a little love story.
Yeah, it's just about an emo boy with scissors on his hands.
Right, I made
up like it's Danny's movie, minus the scissors on his fingers.
Yeah, I made up this entire thing about this movie in my brain. Like, I thought it was going to be crazy. I thought he was, like, going to be built that way and then go on a rampage and kill hella people.
Now, that would have been awesome. The sequel?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Eddie's Revenge?
Yeah, he doesn't even really do anything with scissors except for, like, chop some carrots. I was
he cuts hair and then he does landscaping.
Yeah.
And then
That's very
accidentally
nice.
cuts her, and that causes everything to fall to hell with, was it Anthony Michael Hall? Who's all, like, jacked in that movie?
How do you remember more of
Steroids.
this movie than I do? And I literally just watched it.
Dude, I've watched that movie so many times when I was young. Looking back on it, though, like as an adult, what a strange premise to a movie. Like, how did he convince anybody to fund this? Like, was it Tim Burton, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, like, I made a movie. It's about a guy who's making a dude with scissors for his hands, but never finished making the guy because the guy who created him, spoiler alert, dies. So now he's off on his own. Some dude and woman bring him into their home, and their daughter has the hots for him.
Right?
The whole thing is strange.
What kind of drugs do you think Tim Burton likes?
All of them.
All of them.
This feels like, this feels like an acid trip gone weird.
Totally.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp, literally, all he says like 3 words, and the entire time his eyes are just bugged out, and that must have been like the easiest job for him.
He's so cute.
He's just staring.
He's kind of being himself, man. You seen him doing some interviews recently?
It's kind of real life Johnny Depp, honestly.
Oh, they should do a new version where he's now an adult. I don't know what's happened.
He should go crazy. I thought he was going to kill people with these scissors. Like, he's just doing good things.
He's gentle.
Yeah, but then like everyone loves him at first, and then all of a sudden it becomes like a full-on witch hunt afterwards. Like that town sucked.
Yeah.
But it predicted the future. I feel like now neighborhoods are just like that, where every home looks exactly the same.
It's very true.
Danny, did you like that movie?
Of course.
I was going to say, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, which is why every time Sarah's like, it's supposed to be scary, I'm like, it's never supposed to be scary. Tim Burton does not equal scary.
No, it just
equals weird. Yes. Like just a weird mind, dark emo undertones, and that's why like he's such a cult following with like the emo crowd. It's like Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, all that kind of stuff. It's just like that's his mindset.
Well, I haven't seen either of those either.
Oh my gosh. We need to keep assigning her movies.
I know. We already have a list. We'll add it to the list.
I'm realizing I haven't seen a lot of, because I always think those are kind of scary, and I'm kind of a little baby.
Okay. My question, did it hold up? Was it entertaining?
It was
fine. Never mind.
No,
She hates everything.
I would not be like, oh, I need to see that movie again, or like you, who knows it.
I am actually surprised by how much I remember of that film. Like, once you mentioned that you saw it, it like triggered so many happy memories of watching that movie. What a story.
What a turnaround for Anthony Michael Hall, too. Because like, he was like the nerd and all of like the Breakfast Club and all that. But then he like is like on steroids in that movie. And the bully. Yeah.
But I mean, he hurt his girlfriend, so he wanted to protect her.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Do you think Tim Burton went home to his wife after like he got greenlit for this movie? He's like, they fell for it.
They bought it.
They actually are going to make this movie that I came up with a guy with scissors for hands.
Cashing in.
Now, someone texted in wondering if you're now going to go and watch the porn parody of it, which is Edward Penis Hands.
Oh, absolutely. It'll probably be more entertaining.
Oh, no.
If there really is that, I'm going to watch it.
There is.
Did you already look it up?
No, but I remember like...
Not on a work computer. Are you kidding me?
I have my save search off for research purposes. Back in the day, there was a time where like it seemed like any popular movie came out, they made a parody of it with like making the name of the movie somewhat sexual.
I mean, that's amazing.
It's like instead of Robin Hood, there was Throbbing Hood.
Ooh.
I like that Steve is an expert on this.
Saving Private Ryan and Saving Ryan's Privates.
I found it.
Oh,
you did not.
Yeah. We cannot play any of this, but we'll watch it during the break.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
For research purposes.
Yeah.
Now, while we're doing our research, we're looking for someone who's willing to try and beat Steve. He's currently 271 wins, 77 losses, and 49 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Steve from Federal Way is. Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here with my wife and daughter. It's going to be 3v1.
3 against 1?
I love that.
Let's go, brother.
All right, I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye. How old's the daughter?
Yeah, how old's your daughter?
20.
What was that? How old?
26.
26?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Right on.
Okay. She got a brain on her then.
Crap, now it's a little more pressure. I thought maybe it was like 6 or 7. I'm like, I got this. Now I'm a little nervous.
You should be.
All right, bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Steve and his wonderful family have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
According to the nursery rhyme, who went up the hill to fetch a pail of water?
Jack and Jill.
Correct. What soft drink has used the slogan, obey your thirst?
Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Correct. What female comedian has a new Netflix special titled For Your Approval?
Pass.
What are the large objects made out of dust and ice that orbit the sun called?
That'd be Uranus, Sarah.
No.
Comet.
Yes. What late country singer had the nickname The Gambler?
Kenny Rogers.
Correct. What movie features the character Jack Skellington?
Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know it. Who is credited with being the inventor of the telephone?
Alexander Bell.
Yes. The first episode of General Hospital came out in what decade?
70s?
No.
60s.
Correct. Cartoon character Donald Duck typically wears what color hat?
Blue.
Yes. What is the capital of Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City.
Correct. What female comedian has a Netflix special titled For Your Approval?
Nikki Glaser.
No. Woo! Steve and family, though, you guys got 9.
Yes.
Correct. Wow, that is amazing.
I'm very impressed by this family affair.
I am too. I think Steve will get the one they did not get correct. However, I still think they're going to win.
I believe in the other Steve.
Ooh, me too. This Steve, are you ready?
Yes!
According to the nursery rhyme, who went up the hill to fetch a pail of water?
Jack and Jill.
Yes, don't forget Jill.
Yeah.
What soft drink has used the slogan, obey your thirst? She was very supportive.
Obey your thirst. Is that Liquid Death?
No.
What was it again?
What soft drink has used the slogan, obey your thirst?
Sprite.
Correct. What female comedian has the new Netflix special titled For Your Approval?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yep.
I believe the crowd's still clapping.
What are the large objects made out of dust and ice that orbit the sun called?
What?
What are the large objects made out of dust and ice that orbit the sun called?
Clouds.
No.
Oh. Mites.
No.
Spectacles.
No. What late country singer had the nickname The Gambler?
Kenny Rogers.
Correct. What movie features the character Jack Skellington?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Who is credited with it being the inventor of the telephone?
Bell. Alexander Graham Bell.
Correct. The first episode of General Hospital came out in what decade?
50s.
No.
60s.
Yes. Cartoon character Donald Duck typically wears what color hat?
Blue.
Yes. Steve, you did well. You got 8 correct, but that's not good enough. 9 to 8. Steve and family, good job.
The Steve family wins.
That's amazing.
They were fun.
They were fun.
They were
So
fun.
And this is he knew a lot, but then his homies, his family knew some too.
His homies, yeah, they call it family sometimes too.
You know, I call my family my homies.
Nice.
They didn't get Ellen DeGeneres, but they did get what large objects made out of dust and ice that orbit the sun are called comets.
Comets.
And then one you didn't get to. Let's see if you would have tied. What is the capital of Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City.
Yes. Wow. But you were too slow, so congrats on losing.
Not the first time someone said that to me.
Oh.
Rockaholics KISW is so excited about the Halloween hullabaloo coming up very rapidly. October 13th, we'll be at the Showware Center in Kent with our friends in Godsmack and Hailstorm, plus the Warning and Flat Black. If you don't have your tickets yet, you should snag them while you still can.
Plus, I feel like this might be the first official Halloween party that people could celebrate and wear their costumes to.
True story.
Yeah.
Head over to KISW.com for more info. Rockaholics, we want to know what bit you. 206-803-ROCK. What bit you, Danny? We have an insane story of a local guy that was just nibbled by a bear.
Nibbled by a bear.
I mean, he was bit for real. So what about you? 206-803-ROCK. What bit you, Rockaholics? We're going to take your calls after Pearl Jam.
The Daily Migs Show. Hey. The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, we want to know what bit you. 206-803-ROCK. We ask this because there's a 35-year-old man from Washington that was attacked by a grizzly bear while hiking in Glacier National Park in Montana.
Man.
And it occurred on the Highline Trail near the Glacier Overlook, and the conditions got foggy. It was a little bit windy. This may have added to the, situation, but the man was in a hiking group. They were well prepared. They had their bear spray, all of that good stuff. And his injuries were non-life-threatening, but he did have to walk about a mile with this injury to get help.
What's that conversation like?
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Totally insane. He had to be airlifted to the hospital.
I don't even like walking a mile in like comfortable conditions.
No.
Definitely don't want to walk a mile while something's just bit me and I'm probably dealing with the sting of that. Maybe adrenaline gets you through it, though.
Oh, absolutely. So the park has been closed, and they're just reminding visitors, hey, there's bears here, so be careful. So we want to know from you, Rockaholics, what bit you? 206-803-ROCK. Larry from Lake Stevens, what's your bite story?
Well, I'm a delivery driver for a grocery store up here in Lake Stevens, and I was doing a delivery 2 years ago, carrying about 20 pounds of groceries. When 2 houses down, this lady was house sitting for her sister, watching her 2 German Shepherds, and she was supposed to take them out of the garage and put them in the backyard. But the door cam shows that she just opened the garage door, let them go. And you see the door cam, they sneak up behind me, and there's 2 of them, normal-looking one and a black one. The black one grabbed my ankle, which made me look down. And when I looked down, the other one jumped up, grabbed my elbow, sunk his teeth in my elbow, and then flung me about 6 feet. And then I was carrying about 20 pounds of groceries, spun around on my right knee, and hit the ground really hard. Well, and when I spun around my knee, I tore my meniscus, which required surgery.
No.
Yeah. And then the door cam shows the dogs in a sitting position, and while I'm flying through the air, as soon as I hit the ground, they both came at me. The black one didn't do anything, but the other one went for my throat. And if I didn't have the tote on my lap and smacked in the head with it, I wouldn't be here right now.
Oh,
holy smokes!
What happened after that? As far as you and the owner of the dogs, was there any legal situation that came from that?
I go to court in December on it, but yeah, I'm pressing charges, or I'm suing him for damages and stuff like that. Because not only that, I'm also a professional musician. In fact, Karen, you know me. They used to go by Lusty.
Oh, Lusty Larry, yeah, of course.
Well, well, German Shepherds have a thing for guys named Lusty Larry.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, exactly.
Hey, I know this is a stupid question, but you mentioned the ring cam. Is there ring cam footage of the actual attack?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have that on your social media? I'd have that as my main video.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I haven't posted it yet because I actually haven't talked to my lawyer. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to.
Yeah, you probably should wait until everything's handled before you start posting stuff from that incident.
Yeah.
Glad you survived that too. That is insane.
What was it like? What was it like watching that video back? Was that tough to watch?
Well, I actually didn't see the video until I went to my lawyer's office, and then we had a video call with the insurance company's lawyer, and they had the video. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, we have a video of the whole thing." And my lawyer, like, "You do?" So we watched it. And he goes, and so first he asked me, my version of it. My version was a little bit different because time, everything speeds up and stuff. But so he told me that after I told my version of it and stuff, and I watched the video, he goes, "So what do you think? It's a little bit different than you remember, huh?" And I said, "Yeah, this is way worse."
Oh, really?
And he wasn't expecting me to say that.
Damn, dude. I'm glad.
Bright side, huh?
I was going to say, I'm glad you're okay, though.
Well, thank you. Well, if there's a bright side to this whole thing, that day I left the store half an hour late, and if I left on time, I would have been fine. But the two kids getting into their mom's car next door would have been attacked instead.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah.
Way to take one for the team, Larry.
We always said Lusty Larry's a good man.
God. Terrifying. I think I'd rather get bit by the bear.
Damn. Our friend Rose in Tacoma texted and said, "I have a sick duck in my garage right now. I'm hand feeding her with a syringe, and last night she wasn't having any of it and bit my boob."
Oh, no.
What if that hurts? Have you ever been bit by a duck?
Not a duck, but one time my puppy got me in that spot.
Yeah, well, puppies got teeth. Do ducks?
I mean, they got little tiny teeth.
Okay, I don't know.
I think it's like little nubbins kind of, I believe.
Are we sure about that?
I think so.
Or are they just flat? So is it because when Lulu has no teeth, she lost all of her teeth. She can't see either. So sometimes you startle her if you pick her up. So she snaps like an alligator and tries to bite you. And you feel it, but it's basically like you're getting gummed.
Look at Taryn spreading all these lies. No, ducks do not have teeth. In fact, no birds do.
Oh, I thought they had little nubbins in there.
I'm sick of you and your propaganda against ducks.
Yeah, and really.
I feel like that beak would hurt, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it wouldn't hurt, but it's not going to break skin, right?
I don't think so.
Boob skin.
Oh,
so
can ducks eat chewy meat? Why am I asking these questions?
Oh, my God.
They just swallow, okay?
Oh, my God.
They do.
Well, this has been a fun time.
Earlier this week, we learned that the Sonics' history, from the banners to the jerseys to the game balls, it never left with the team when they went to Oklahoma City.
Awesome.
The man that reported on it and has been in the vault is going to join us next. Como News' Chris Daniel will join us to talk Sonics at 7:20.
The Daly Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
I've spent my whole life in this area. We grew up a Sonics household.
Yes.
Losing the Sonics to Oklahoma City was absolutely devastating for this community. And there's still, some hope that we're going to be part of this expansion someday.
And it feels like it's getting closer and closer. For a long time, it was just like this wishful thinking, but I feel like we are getting really close to this.
And I don't know if you've ever thought about what happened to all of the amazing Sonics memorabilia, all the artifacts from over the years, but we have someone on the phone right now who knows all about it and has actually seen the vault. It is Chris Daniels from KOMO News. Good morning, Chris.
And good morning. You're not the only one who's been wondering where all that stuff is.
Dude, when your report came out, I was like, oh, crap, that stuff is here? And then I was like, how do we get to see it? And then the report says that we probably won't get to see all that stuff, but you got to see all the stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting that for years this question has come up. When Clay Bennett took the team to Oklahoma City, what did he do with all the banners and the retired numbers, the championship trophies? Did he take that to Oklahoma City? Well, the answer is no, and that's what we showed to everybody this week. I reached out to Mohi Museum of History and Industry that does have the 79 championship trophy on display, by the way, at Mohi, and said, hey, where is all this other stuff? Is that something we can see? And they said, well, it's actually still owned by Clay Bennett. You'll have to talk to him. And so I reached out to the Thunder, and they gave me the approval to go into a vault, a nondescript building, a climate-controlled warehouse, storage area, where they have kept all of the banners rolled up in mint condition in this climate-controlled area. So think of the championship banner, think of the retired numbers, think of the paint. We saw one unfurled, the Western Conference Championship banner, that you can see the paint strokes. It was actually painted back in the day and has been preserved and rolled up and stored. And 300 items related to the Sonics before they left for Oklahoma City have been preserved. The banners have been preserved. Team photos, shoes from the practice facility have all been preserved with the idea that they will be then seen by the public once and if the team returns here to Seattle.
Chris, this might be a silly question, but I remember when I went to London Bridge Studios. It's a music base, but I have a connection to them. And I went to London Bridge Studios, and I got to see the piano that was used for like Pearl Jam's Black and Mother Love Bone's Chloe Dancer and all these other great songs. And as cheesy as it sounds, like I felt the history being in that room. Like there's something like that, kind of like you just feel it inside of you. Like, oh, crap, man, this is where all these legends once were. Did you feel that looking at that stuff up close and personal?
Well, I think that this has been a story that resonates with people who have lived here for a long time, frankly. The idea that this civic trust, the civic business, something that a lot of people grew up watching, was ripped from them in 2008. And so this is part of the fabric of Seattle's history, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that anybody who sees that trophy, it takes them back to a certain time. Leonard Garfield, the executive director of Mohi, says this is the kind of stuff that reminds people of a certain point in their lives, a certain time in their lives in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. I think about that connection a lot between music and the Sonics. We were talking about the rise of grunge on a national stage as we were watching the Sonics rise on a national stage. And those things are intertwined, and I think that's why this story has resonated for so long. This idea of bringing the Sonics back has resonated for so long because I think it touches people in a certain way here in Western Washington.
We're talking with Chris Daniels from KOMO News. Did an incredible piece on this Sonics history, this vault. How many people, Chris, do you know have actually been able to go in and see this? Are you on a very short list?
I'm on a very short list. They keep it under lock and key. They're trying to keep it preserved. Like I said, I was surprised to see the paint strokes. I mean, that's the kind of level of detail that you can still see on the banner that they have gone out of their way to preserve and keep wrapped up and keep under lock and key. You know, when those banners are unfurled, they're using gloves, treating these things like, a painting you would see in a museum, getting ready to potentially unfurl them again and show them off to the public when that team returns.
That just makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up with excitement and anticipation, and really hoping to see that, in the future, the NBA will expand here.
Yeah, and, there was a lot of talk in September. I was back in New York for the Board of Governors meeting. that there was going to be an announcement then on an expansion committee. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, has said that is the next step. He had said previously they would begin in earnest in the process in the fall. When I was back in New York for that owners meeting, he says it will be an issue they will address this season, is now the wording that he's using. I do get the impression that there's a couple of owners maybe that are holdouts in this whole thing, but Silver has been trying to garner support for this idea since really the pandemic and the start of the pandemic. They've got their TV digital rights deal done, so it's now a question of will they go through with this expansion process this year, and when that happens. It didn't happen in September. We'll see if something bubbles up again in October.
And Chris, I just want to give you your props as well, because as a massive lifelong hockey fan, you were truly at the forefront of talking and getting awareness out about the NHL coming to Seattle, and you were so active with that. I mean, I know that your voice was even used in like the intros for the Seattle Kraken at the games. And I want to thank you for that, because I've been hoping and waiting for a day that we would have Seattle hockey here in Seattle, and I truly think that you were a part of the interest and the excitement for us bringing a team here, and now seeing you being such a big part of being at the forefront of what's going on with the Sonics, it just gets me even more excited.
Well, there are things in life that give people hope, and I think a lot of times that's why this story has resonated as well, is because of the idea that people can hope for something as opposed to kind of talking about all the other stuff going on in the world, right? And I think that's what resonated with the hockey story when you're talking about a new building in Seattle Center and bringing new life for Seattle Center. I always tell people this is not just a story about sports. This is a story about community, civic pride, public priorities, and that was the case with the hockey franchise and the arena. That's the case with the Sonics, as we have seen now over 18 years of my life and all the twists and turns in this story. Someday there will be a final chapter to be written, and I'm hoping that's relatively soon. At this point, we know that they've got the vault ready to go. We know that's ready to go. So hopefully that is there is an end to this story.
Was it cool hearing your voice still in the arena when you first at the hockey game? Did you know that was going to happen? You're like, holy crap, that's my voice.
I can tell you that the Kraken and I had a conversation, and I had done some voice work. I didn't expect that first year for it to change multiple times. There was a game in particular where I said one team and it was not the right team. They played the wrong.
Oh no!
They played the wrong part. So I was sitting in the arena for that one, and that was a little embarrassing. They've done a great job with their show open since, and they've won Emmy Awards for it. So the Kraken have done a great job internally. Yeah, it was odd to sit in an arena and hear your voice booming like that, though. I won't lie.
And check out your podcast, man. The podcast is great. Inside the Arena, a Seattle sports podcast.
And Rockaholics, you can follow Chris Daniels from Como 4 at ChrisDaniels_TV. Thank you so much for telling us about your experience getting to, just go back in time and revisit the vault of our Seattle Supersonics.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words, guys.
Take care, Chris.
Now, I had a tough trip yesterday to the veterinarian. And how did it go down? I will tell you all about it after Bon Jovi.
The Daly Migs Show.
Yesterday, I got to take my old dog, Kai Boy, which he's really not that old. He's only 10, but, he's a lab, so he's starting to get a little limpy.
Yeah.
He's got the cataracts, all that good stuff. So we were just going to have him checked out.
Is Kai, because I felt like this is how it was with Lulu, with our dog, as she was fine. Oh, my gosh, she's still like a puppy. And then one day I was just like, nope, she's not a puppy anymore. She's just a grumpy old dog.
That is exactly our experience.
Yeah.
And in the last 2 months, I've really noticed him kind of, just slowing down and looking old.
And once that turn happens, that also means not only are they a grumpy old dog, but they're an expensive grumpy old dog.
Exactly. And I also, I get a little sad thinking, I don't have as many years left with him as I've had with him. And so we're in the room getting checked out, doing blood work, all that fun stuff. And next door to us is a kid saying goodbye to their pet. And I was...
How old's the kid?
Sounded young. I would say like 6, 7 maybe. And so I'm in the other room, like trying not to lose it. And then my dog, who had been laying next to me being a good boy, he now hears the kid crying and wants to go comfort the kid. So his tail's wagging, he's panting, he's trying to get out the door because he hears a crying kid. And
I want to go comfort this child.
Because that's what he does. Anytime Barrett was crying his, entire 5 years of life, Kai Boy was always there comforting. So he's like, I got to get in there and help this kid out.
Does your vet place do this when you walk in? They have a candle going?
Yes.
I didn't know what that meant until finally I saw it and I was like, oh, so every time I go in there, when you see the candle going, you're just like, oh, man, somebody's having to say goodbye to their dog.
And that's
which is smart of them to do. That way, you're not running around acting like all happy about, playing with your dog, because that's the last thing they probably want those people to have to hear when they're dealing with the loss of their pet.
Absolutely. And the candle was lit. I just didn't realize it was happening right next door to me, right at that time. And so it hit me like a ton of bricks.
I wonder, because obviously it's going to be soon. I feel like within the next at least couple of years that we have to say goodbye to Lulu. And if it happens relatively soon, I think we're going to confuse some people at the vet, because my daughter will probably be talking about all the dogs that she wants to get now.
Oh, no.
Because she's still at the age where it's like, it's adorable, because she's like, when is Lulu going to die so I can get a new dog? And we're like, well, we never made that agreement. We never said when Lulu dies, bam, you get a brand new dog. We just said we're not going to have more than 2 dogs in our household.
That is kid logic right there.
And then the adorable part is that she's like, when Lulu dies, we're like, are you happy that she's going to? She's like, yeah, because then she'll go to heaven and she'll have her vision and her teeth back. And I was like, man, that's really sweet.
You know what? That's a good way of looking at it. Kids are great.
So part of me wants Lulu, that sounds so morbid, but I would hope that when she passes, that Tatum will still have that mindset, so that way she could handle the grieving process, which I'm sure, even though she doesn't, right now it seems like she's just going to be picking out new dogs. I'm sure when the time comes, it's going to hit her hard.
Oh, yeah. You know what hit me hard was the $431 I had to spend at the vet yesterday. Ouch.
Now you have, I thought I had pet insurance until I checked because our work, we had the option to have pet insurance, and for the longest time I paid the $3 or $4 a month. But I guess recently I stopped doing that, because when I was going to try and see if I could use it for when we got some surgery done, when she got spayed.
Yeah.
I realized, we don't have the insurance anymore.
Well, we put it on the puppy, but we never put it on Kai Boy because he's an old man.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it would have even been worth the investment, considering he has some pre-existing conditions and he is 10 years old. But
I'm not even sure how that pet insurance, how much it's going to save you. Because human insurance seems to be a real pain in my ass.
I think ours pays back 70% or something like that. So it's not overly significant, but it still helps.
That's better than human insurance. Maybe I should start getting pet insurance for myself and go to a vet instead.
I know. Why do we do this to ourselves with these dogs?
I know. Once they start getting older, you start thinking that. But then you think about a decade of great memories.
Absolutely.
It's that's why.
Must love dogs. Rockaholics, if you would like a shot at beating Steve, I really hope that yesterday at 5:40 you were listening to the Daly Migs Show's cheat sheet. We give you 3 of the correct answers for the $750 Beat Migs on the men's room. And that could definitely help you out, especially considering his record is 271 wins, 78 losses, and 49 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 750.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. we were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Jeff from Grandma is. Jeff, are you there?
I am.
Jeff, did you know that at 5:40 every day on the men's room, Taryn gives you 3 answers to the 750 Beat Migs?
I do, but I didn't listen.
Ooh, hope
then you and I are on the same playground.
Oh, I love that. A little cocky.
Last words, I hope.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Jeff has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
The major online shopping event, Cyber Monday, occurs on the first Monday after what holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Correct. What kind of animal was first to orbit Earth?
Monkey.
No.
Sheep.
No.
Pass.
When it comes to awards, what does CMA stand for?
Country Music Awards?
No.
Country Video Awards?
No.
Video Music Awards?
No. What is the cube root of 27?
9?
No.
3.
3, yes. What candy slogan is unexplainably juicy?
Pass.
What does the second J stand for in filmmakers named J.J. Abrams?
John.
No.
Jason. Jacob.
Jacob, yes. Jalen Hurts is the current quarterback for what NFL team?
Eagles.
Yes. Starring Margot Robbie, what was the highest grossing movie of 2023?
Pass.
Which planet has the shortest days out of all the planets?
Mercury.
No.
Venus.
No.
Mars.
No. Jeff, you got 4 correct.
Okay, let's go. Hopefully I can do it.
Jeff, you know what? I love your spirit.
Sounds like he did need that cheat sheet.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he would have got a few more correct if you were listening at 5:40 on the men's room. But you never know. Steve, are you ready?
All right.
The major online shopping event, Cyber Monday, occurs on the first Monday after what holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Correct. What kind of animal was first to orbit Earth?
A dog.
Correct. When it comes to awards, what does CMA stand for?
Country Music Awards.
No.
Oh.
The confidence, though.
Confidence Music Awards?
No.
What was the question again?
When it comes to awards, what does CMA stand for?
Country Musical Awards?
No. What is the cube root of 27?
7?
No.
11?
No.
3?
Yes. What candy slogan is unexplainably juicy?
Starburst.
Correct. What does the second J stand for in filmmakers named J.J. Abrams?
Jason?
No.
Jacob?
Correct. Jalen Hurts is the current quarterback for what NFL team?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Correct. Starring Margot Robbie, what was the highest grossing movie of 2023?
Barbie.
Yes. Which planet has the shortest days out of all the planets?
Oh, that would be Uranus, Sarah.
No.
Venus?
No.
Mars?
No.
I don't know.
Steve, it doesn't matter, though, because you got 7 correct, which is a win, 7-4. Jeff,
be sure to tune into the men's room next time.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, what time is that at?
5:40.
Note to self.
Yes, put it in your reminders. Set an alarm.
Have a good one, Jeff.
Steve, I know you're not supposed to listen at 5:40 because that would be cheating. But
Plus, it would be a tough sell to Tatum when I'm sitting around playing or watching shows with her to be like, hey, we need to stop and listen to the men's room.
Yeah, she would be like, no.
She would.
Yeah. When it comes to awards, what does CMA stand for? This is an answer that Taryn gave.
Country Music Association.
Yes.
Oh.
It's CMA Awards. Uh-huh.
That makes sense that it wouldn't be Country Music Awards.
Awards. Yeah, even though I'd like that. And then which planet has the shortest days out of all the planets? Jupiter.
Was that one of the, whatchamacallits?
It was not.
Cheat.
No, but Jacob was with, it's Jeffrey Jacob Abrams.
Jeffrey Jacob.
And then Barbie was, and that is one Jeff did not get correct. I'm so happy you did, though. Congratulations on winning.
He's a Barbie girl living in a Barbie world.
Is he made of plastic?
A little bit.
It's fantastic. I'll stop now.
I was going to say the next line is, you can brush my hair, and that's just weird to say to a bald man.
And undress him everywhere. That would also be weird. It's a naughty song.
What is going on?
Why are we still talking about this?
Oh, God. Check out the new Daly Migs t-shirt in the Rock Shop. If you are a fan of Beavis and Butthead, you are going to dig it so much. You can give a big shout out to the artist. His name is Justin Hunt, and he made the design.
He did a great job with it, too. It's very unnerving seeing a bald Beavis and Butthead character, though.
You can get yours at KISW.com.
Can you, shut up?
I have a cautionary tale for our friend Danny over there.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny, there is something that you like to do specifically at a bar, and it could get you shot. Oh. We're going to tell you what that is after Soundgarden.
Damn.
The Daly Migs Show.
A man was shot and killed after a dispute over a jukebox song at a restaurant in, guess the state.
Oh, Florida.
It's Florida.
Bam.
Here is one of the witnesses breaking down what happened.
One of them played a song and the Rocola, the machine Rocola, and the other guy kind of was pissed off and pulled his weapon and started shooting to the other guy.
Not saying that's right, but what song was it?
I gotta know.
I mean, I'm not, again, definitely not saying it's okay to shoot someone over this, but I know people get pissed off if you play stuff that they don't want to hear on a jukebox. And our friend Danny needs to see this as a cautionary tale.
I spend so much money on touch tunes and AMI music.
I remember we were in San Diego, while Sarah refused to leave the club, we went to a different club, which wasn't even a club, it was a bar. And the guy kind of kept it open for us. But the minute we got into that bar, Danny got out his phone and was instantly changing the music in that bar.
That's the first thing that I do. Anytime I walk into any bar, I look and see if there's a Touch Tunes or an AMI music jukebox.
Granted, when we walked in, we were about 90% of the clientele, so I don't think anyone was getting mad. And the bartender was loving it. He's like, I just feel like I'm going back to high school again because there's all these emo songs.
So, Danny, do you do the thing where you pay extra to have yours next?
No, I mean, it depends. So I do have a story about myself in California this past couple weeks when I went to see Green Day. We finished up with Green Day, and there were no Ubers in the entire area. Like, we could not get an Uber out of there.
A lot of people leaving that stadium. I can only imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, we'll just walk a little bit, and we'll find a bar, and we'll just post up at the bar for like an hour or two and get some drinks and hang out. The only one that we could find, it was in Inglewood, California. The only one we could find was the sports bar. It was labeled as a sports bar. We get there. I mean, they had sports on, but it was like a hood rat club. Like, it was
So
like...
it's like Sarah's type of place.
Oh, yeah. It was like people were dancing. There were people like grinding on each other, twerking.
Well, and when I watch soccer, I want to grind. Never mind.
There's a big statue of Snoop Dogg in the corner with Corona. Like, it was like almost like a big bobblehead. You know what I mean? Like,
why did you not take a picture with this statue?
We couldn't get near it because there were so many people around it.
Just people so drunk they thought it was Snoop and they were grinding on it?
Exactly. Dancing. And so I was just like, I kind of looked at my friend and I was like, what are we doing here? And we're like, well, this is the only bar that's opened that's going to be open for a while. Well, of course, I noticed there is a Touch Tunes jukebox in the corner.
So wait, are people dancing because of the music that's being played on the 100%,
jukebox? Yeah.
This is awesome.
So
you don't even have a DJ.
No, it was all that. So I'm thinking, because usually the bartenders can shut down.
Yep.
They can turn that off and just have whatever
stuff.
Yeah, whatever music they want. And so I was thinking, there's no way that it's on. So of course I log on, and sure enough, it's on. And I was like, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. Because there were other people from the Green Day show there. Like, I saw some Green Day shirts. Not a lot, but there were a couple of us. So I was like, let's see what I can do. So I immediately just throw on some emo music.
What was the song?
I threw on the Black Parade, of course, first by My Chemical Romance.
Chemical Romance. That's the way to go. That makes a statement.
Yeah, then American Idiot.
That makes me feel like Danny's like, I'm here to not play around.
Then American Idiot. Then The Rock Show by Blink-182. Then Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. The minute the Black Parade started playing, people were just like, what the... It got very angry.
Yeah, it's hard to grind on somebody to that song, especially the beginning.
I swear to God, they probably about 50% of the bar got up and walked out.
Oh,
wow! I'm shocked that the bartender just shut it down and put back on some hip hop music.
You would think so, but then no, there was another guy who I noticed. I was looking around. He was sitting next to the jukebox. All of a sudden, it goes from my playlist because I don't pay extra. I just pay whatever it is, and it went back to more like Sarah music, people can twerk on it. And so I look, and sure enough, he had paid extra to get the music back on.
Not all heroes wear capes.
So all of a sudden there was 5 songs that were in front of mine. So then I go on and I'm like, you know what? I'm not taking this. So I paid more to get more emo music on.
I bet Touch Tunes make so much money from those kind of wars. Like where there's two people like, I want to hear my music. No, I want to hear my music. And it just happens all night long.
Guess who won out? I did. He finally got up and left.
Well, who really wins? I mean, how much money did you spend?
I mean, let's not talk about that, Steve. But I'm saying I won the bar, okay?
Is there a way to find out how much money you spend on Touch Tunes? Like, do they give you a list of how much you spent in a month?
Probably. I've never looked at it. I'll look at it during the next break, but I'm pretty sure it's probably more than I want to admit.
Danny's what we call a super user.
Yeah.
So whenever you go to a bar and there's a Touch Tunes, you are immediately going to do it.
Immediately, yeah. There's no chance.
I'm pretty sure my buddy Munson, he lived near a bar once, and he would just sit in his house, get drunk, and pick the worst songs possible, and thought it was the funniest thing because he's not even in the bar, but he's programming the songs in that jukebox.
Yes, love that.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was 33 years ago this week that Nirvana released Nevermind. Doesn't it feel like yesterday, though? This album completely changed the world, but some people don't have a lot of love for the record.
Well, those people are crazy. They're deaf.
They are. We're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
Earlier this week, Nirvana's Nevermind celebrated its 33rd anniversary.
I cannot believe it's 33 years old.
The math ain't mathin'.
No.
Because the 90s were 10 years ago, right?
Right.
So many comments have praised this as being one of the greatest records of all time, while some of the comments are a little more interesting. So let's go straight to the comments.
Yeah, usually we'd send these comments to our production director, Jason, but he's flying back from New York from Success. And thank you to everyone who listened to I'm Listening. He was the producer of it. So he was there over in New York putting that all together to help raise awareness for mental health. So he wasn't able to give us his best interpretation of some of the negative comments that are on social media to illustrate how stupid people get on social media. So once again, I went through this AI celebrity voice impersonator app, which I'm starting to question how good it is, because so far it hasn't done all that great with Cartman, didn't do all that great as SpongeBob. They both sounded exactly the same. So I figured, let me find somebody who doesn't sound like either of them. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh.
So are we ready for the comments as read by Robot Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Of course.
Okay, here's the first comment about Nirvana's Nevermind.
All these years, I thought the drums were all that Dave banged. Hashtag groupies.
Oh, poor Dave Grohl. He's never going to be able to live this down. He won't. Here's our next. And you know what? That Arnold wasn't all that bad.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, next one.
Yo, what the f***? There's like a naked baby on the cover. Who the f*** is this band?
That's funny. I never think about someone who doesn't know who Nirvana is, and then you see that cover, and it is just a naked baby underwater trying to get a dollar bill, and then the baby's got its little body part.
Like, what are we doing here, kids? Jeez.
What is happening here?
F*** Nirvana. This f***ing band ruined music in the 90s. Signed, a fan of hair metal.
Well, yeah.
And that is a very unpopular opinion, though.
I mean, they weren't the only band that helped put the final death blow to hair metal. I think hair metal helped that, and I was a hair metal fan, but I think Alice in Chains was a part of that. I would even throw Soundgarden and Jane's Addiction and all those bands that those alt rock mega stars. I think they all helped put the end to hair metal.
Oh yeah,
man, that was a crazy time.
Sure was.
Loser music for losers, written by losers. Hashtag losers.
That person sounds like a loser.
Y'all right there, Sarah?
That is something I would write 100%.
Loser music for losers, written by losers. Hashtag losers.
I feel so targeted.
So rude.
I mean,
Losers.
Well,
at least I know I was a loser when I first discovered Nirvana. I wouldn't say everybody else was, but I definitely fit the bill.
Okay, what the f***? This record didn't come out 33 years ago. It's only been 10 or 15 years, right? F*** me, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
We are.
And I mean, sound-wise, like there's some of those bands from the 80s, you could tell like that was recorded many, many, many years ago. But I feel like that album and a lot of the quote-unquote grunge bands, I feel like those records sound timeless. Like they don't sound dated.
Very well produced.
Yes.
Ever since Dave cheated on his wife, I just can't listen to his music anymore. Disappointed.
Funny coming from Arnold Schwarzenegger. You need to let that. That's a good conversation, though. Like, about like, hey, can you separate the art from the artist? In this situation, I can.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, it sucks, obviously, for what is going on with their family, but that's not my business. Like, there's certain artists that I just can't separate the art from the artist. Do you have anyone like that?
Well, give me an example of yours.
Okay, for me, and I think Daniel will know this band, the band Brand New.
Okay.
I love that band. I would go see them live all the time. I remember one time taking the Ted Smith, and he was so annoyed with me. It was just like, dude, we're the old, and this is like forever ago. He's like, we're the oldest people here. Like, this is just like, I feel like I'm at like some high school party. I was like, yeah, this is odd. And now looking back on it, maybe the writing was on the wall. The lead singer eventually got in trouble because he was doing inappropriate stuff with minors.
Oh,
like
no.
Talking to, and it's just, creepy is all creepy. And I can't rock with the band when it comes up on like my a playlist, and I instantly skip it. I can't separate the art from the artist in that situation.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of Diddy fans that are doing that right now.
Yeah. Kanye fans. I think there's some people that just have refused to listen to Kanye ever since.
Mine is R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Yeah,
sure.
I feel like usually I can separate, but that one, yeah.
Loser music for losers. Written by losers. Hashtag losers.
What about you, Danny? You got a band that you can't separate the art from the artist?
I mean, it's probably Brand New for me, too.
Which sucked because they had so many great songs.
And they were so big in high school. It was one of those just like, come on, dude.
Boo.
I will say, though, with Dave Grohl, he just looked like, the most perfect musician. So it is kind of like, ooh, you ain't perfect no more.
I think that's why people have lost their minds about it, because he was the goody two-shoes rock star. Like, everyone's like, we all love him. He always does great stuff. Nothing he does is bad.
Yep. Squeaky clean.
And then next thing you know, bang, bang.
But he didn't put that out. He just did stuff, and people put that to him. Like, that's the part that it's not like he was like, he's not like, I'm a good rock star. He's doing Jaeger bombs before every set. Like, he's a rock star, guys. Like, I expect this from all of them.
It's no different than when sometimes people are like, I'm so sick of this person talking about X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, don't get mad at them. The reporter or the interviewer keeps asking them questions about that. What do you want them to do? Saying, I don't want to talk about it? Then they're a douche for saying that.
No further questions.
Someone texted in, R. Kelly for sure. He blanking irritates me now.
Yeah. Question for you.
Have you figured one out?
I think probably for me would be like a P. Diddy, and sometimes, even Michael Jackson sometimes. I'm like,
that's a good one.
No, I know. Not that I ever really listened to Michael Jackson. It just gave me a reason to act like I'm altruistic. Like, I'm like, no, I stopped listening to Michael ever since I heard about the stuff. I just never really cared about his music.
No.
Oh, see, I did. So that's a tough one for me. Because it's still so, questionable. Isn't
you don't
it?
know what's true and what's not.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's dead now, so.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Tommy Lee's life, it's always exciting.
Yeah.
But what in the world do you think is going on in Tommy Lee's household based on this audio?
Now, this is the home of Motley Crue's Tommy Lee and his wife, Brittany Ferlin Lee.
We're going to tell you what's trending after Lenny Kravitz.
Wow.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know you're just waking up and getting your morning moving, and pop culture is a wild world. And we're going to help you out by telling you what's trending.
Trending on the Daily Migs Show. Trending, let's go. Let's go.
Tommy Lee of Motley Crue and his wife, Brittany Ferlin Lee, had to rescue their 10-year-old dachshund, Nina, from a coyote in their backyard in L.A. This is the news report from what happened.
Now, this is the home of Motley Crue's Tommy Lee and his wife, Brittany Ferlin Lee. Ferlin Lee says the coyote grabbed her 10-year-old dog, Nina, in the backyard of their home in Brentwood around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Thankfully, that dog was too heavy for the coyote to pull over their wall, and that gave Brittany the ability to grab her before it was too late. Their other dog, Teeny, managed to run away.
Teeny? Yeah, I'm a little worried about Teeny. If it's anything what the name says, then that dog would have been screwed.
For sure.
Could you imagine that?
I mean, we have coyotes that come and try to get our chickens all the time.
Oh, my God.
I chased a lot of coyotes out of my yard. I'm scary.
And what a savage move on her part, because she had to pry the dog out of the coyote's mouth.
Yeah. Also, I'm realizing, like, we could just break into their backyard. If a coyote can get back there, I think a person could too. Like, do you guys have a fence?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how can coyotes get over fences? I don't know how.
I don't know that they're climbing
I hope they can't jump very well.
but-
No, I don't think they can. Yeah, we don't have, luckily, I don't think we have any massive, like, I know there's coyotes in Puyallup, but we haven't seen any in our, mainly we have raccoons.
And
But
they
every
can
once
be
in a while-
nasty too.
I know, I get a little nervous about that because sometimes at 4 in the morning when you take like DJ out, our puppy, she's barking at something, but like looks kind of like a little worried about it. And we're like, it's definitely not a person. It's probably a raccoon.
Critter.
Yeah. Whew. Now I got some exciting news for you guys.
Oh, boy.
Did you know?
Why are we doing this?
That Creed has a cruise?
Oh, let's go.
I wish we could, but spoiler alert, it's sold out.
Are you kidding me?
In 2025, the 2024 one's already sold out, already happened. Yeah, it's called Summer of 99 and Beyond. It's a festival cruise that, of course, stars Creed. Also features Seven Dust.
What?
Danny, your favorite band, Hooba Stank. Lit. They're going to be there. Hinder, Kiss from an Angel. Is that what they're saying? Oh, no, Lips of an Angel. Also, Alien Ant Farm, Fuel, Filter, Marcy Playground, Local Age, the X's. I mean, this is basically the 90s revisited in 2000s as well.
I am so sad I'm just learning about this.
Yeah.
I would have been there in a heartbeat.
If you're hoping to go, yeah, that would be a tough sell to my wife. Like, we're finally doing it, babe. We're going on a cruise for Creed. The Creed cruise?
The Creed cruise.
I would love nothing more than to be on the Creed cruise.
I would go.
Yeah, but sad news. It's already sold out, though. You could go on their website and add yourself to their waiting list in case nobody's gonna, but somebody might cancel.
Gotta go on a field trip. Rockaholics, how would you like a shot at beating Steve? He's got a record of 272 wins, 78 losses, and 49 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play the world's biggest Creed fans game. Beat Migs at 8:50.
Why? Come on.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Rich from Granite Falls is. Rich, are you there?
I am. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Rich has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
What do people traditionally hang above the door to get a kiss underneath during Christmas?
Mistletoe.
Correct. What is Dolly Parton's theme park in Tennessee called?
Dollywood.
Yes. What chemical element has the symbol Ca?
Pass.
Chana masala is a curry mainly made out of what legume?
Gourds.
No.
Pass.
What band has the song Somebody Told Me and Mr. Brightside?
My Chemical Romance.
No.
Pass.
What Catwoman actress stars in the recent horror movie Never Let Go?
Repeat that.
What Catwoman actress stars in the recent horror movie Never Let Go?
Halle Berry.
Yes. When it comes to texting, what does OMW stand for?
OMW.
Yes.
Oh, my word.
No.
OMW. OMW. Pass.
What 2 animals are cartoon characters Tom and Jerry?
Cat and mouse.
Correct. In Mary Poppins, what item does she use to fly?
An umbrella.
Yes. Rich, you got 5 correct.
Well, let's hope that's enough.
Right down the middle.
I wanted to be a phone a friend, but we don't play that game here.
Oh, did you know?
I knew a couple in there.
That
in
you
the
didn't
middle.
know? So you would have kicked ass is what you're saying.
I don't know about that, but...
You know, would have done better.
Me? I mean, yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What do people traditionally hang above the door to get a kiss underneath during Christmas?
Ooh, mistletoe.
Yes. What is Dolly Parton's theme park called in Tennessee?
Dollywood.
You know it. What chemical element has the symbol Ca?
Calcium.
Correct. Chana masala is a curry mainly made out of what legume?
Oh, it's one of my favorites. What the hell is it made of, though? Chickpea.
Correct. What band has the song Somebody Told Me and Mr. Brightside?
The Killers.
Yes. What Catwoman actress stars in the recent horror movie Never Let Go?
Halle Berry?
Yes. When it comes to texting,
awesome,
what does OMW stand for?
On My Way.
Correct. What two animals are cartoon characters Tom and Jerry?
Cat and Mouse.
Yes. In Mary Poppins, what item does she use to fly?
An umbrella.
Yes. How many total children does Dave Grohl have?
Ooh. Well, I carried a 2.
Oh, my.
4?
Correct. Steve Migs, you got a perfect 10 and you answered all the questions. The first answer was right.
A perfect game.
A perfect game.
Oh, you know what happens when I pitch a perfect game? We listen to Creed.
Is that what we do?
Now it is.
Well, thank God you barely ever get perfect games. You don't even know what they're saying.
Danny!
Did Danny just turn off your computer?
He turned off my computer.
So savage. Do it again.
So abrupt.
We didn't get to hear him say, "My sacrifice." Thank God.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Well, yes.
The leather shirt company is so glad that they're popular again. They're back in business, baby.
The only people that wear them. You did end up winning 10-5, just so you know.
Yes, that felt good.
So let's play. Are you not going to play?
All right,
DJ?
fine.
There we go.
You wanted to hear this.
Yes.
Sarah is a purist.
Sacrifice.
When you said, "Aren't you going to play?" I almost just turned off his computer again without even knowing what you were going to say.
Danny, I feel like you would even prefer DJ Khaled over this.
I do, 100%.
That says something.
Look at that deep V. Is he wearing a medallion?
Yeah, he's
and
got a
gloves?
medallion.
You know, Creed just sounds like the color brown. Like, no one likes it, but everyone puts up with it.
Is his voice just like that?
Well, this is their performance on Good Morning America.
Does it kind of sound like he has something stuck in his mouth?
like
he's holding marbles in his cheeks or something?
He has greatness stuck
Like
in
a
his mouth,
chipmunk?
and he's exuding it to everybody that's willing to accept it.
It kind of worries me. I'm like, you should go to like a throat doctor. That can't be good. Well, congrats on your perfect score,
That felt
though.
good.
It was impressive.
Someone said
KISW.
that was the immaculate game, Steve.
It was.
I like that.
KISW presents the Halloween Hullabaloo on October 13th at the Showwear Center in Kent. We are going to wear costumes. We're just not sure what they're going to be yet.
Yes.
But we highly encourage you to do the same, Rockaholics. You can get your tickets at KISW.com, then join us on October 13th for some Godsmack, for some Hailstorm, and more. Well, it did take a couple of weeks, but one of the fantasy football teams in our league against the men's room came in dead last. So, what will we have to do on the men's room? We will catch up with Mike Hawk from the men's room after Ozzy Osbourne.
The Daily Migs Show. Hey! The Daily Migs Show.
Each of us has a set of very unique passions, but one thing we've become extremely passionate about together this year is fantasy football.
Yeah, we fell into the trap.
And the trap was set by Mike Hawk from the men's room. And he's with us now. Mike, are you the commissioner? Is that what it's called?
That is exactly what my title is. The commissioner of the KISW Fantasy Football League.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
I appreciate you having me on here. You know, I actually wasn't going to show up today, but then I heard all the Creed music that was going on, and it just kind of drew me into the studio in here.
I had a feeling that you rock with Creed.
Yeah, damn right. I rock with Creed.
Let's go, Danny.
I'll get on that cruise with you, Steve.
Oh, man. Will you take your shirt off with me and embrace when they do one of their songs?
Damn right.
Let's go.
They will take us higher.
I hope there's an iceberg. Well, then you'll be bummed you missed it, because then it's like Titanic. And you know what? I'll share my door with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. There will be room.
I don't know. We're both bigger guys.
This is getting odd. Week 3 is
sexy.
in the books. And I'm proud to say that the Fantasy Football League, you know, as we said earlier on, the first couple weeks of the season, weird things happen. It's odd. You can't quite peg it.
I know. We were doing good.
I know, but now things are starting to curve around because the men's room completely swept the Daily Migs show, which I'm proud to announce on here. But I'm going to get to the big event a little bit later. So let's go down to this match recap here real quick. Some of the top scoring players, unfortunately, were left to free agency. Juwan Jennings with San Francisco, had one of the games of his career out there, putting up 46 points, went completely as a free agent.
Has anybody grabbed him, or is anyone going to chase the dragon?
I mean, I suppose you guys could. I'm just going to say.
No, I mean that takes too much effort.
I mean, if you're like me, you're looking at his game log. He put up 46.5 points this last week, but that comes on the heels of a 5-point game and an 11-point game before that. So he just had a really good game. However, some of the top players, the Touchdown Tacos did have the running back of the day with Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles. Putting up 33.6 points. I did like that Sarah actually told me later on in the week that she was just never really watched football that much, but all of a sudden she found herself like, all right, this Saquon guy, he's pretty good.
I bet George now actually likes this because now you'll sit there and watch football with him.
Yeah, and I actually know more players than I've ever known in my entire existence.
Yeah.
And then basically the backup running back that did the most there went to our buddies of 90 pounds of D, Derrick Henry, putting up a 30-point game out there for the Baltimore Ravens. What do you know? Thrill drafted a Baltimore Raven. How did that go?
That'd be like us drafting Seahawks.
They do give us the.
Oh wait, we did.
They do give us the most valuable bench warmers there with the Touchdown Tacos having Rashee Rice of Kansas City on the bench as a wide receiver, losing 29 points that you probably might have been able to use. That.
Sarah was clapping. She doesn't understand. He was on our bench.
He's on the bench. He's not giving you anything.
We didn't play him.
You got to play him to get those points.
And then the Bowie Buddies unfortunately made a poor decision as far as their quarterback goes, leaving Sam Darnold on the bench, who would have gotten you guys 23 points compared to I don't know exactly what you guys did. False starters is one thing that they put up there, which I like. Touchdown Tacos, my apologies. You guys put in CeeDee Lamb of Dallas as your wide receiver. Not a bad choice regularly. However, the 8-point game down from the 20-point game that he was projected to do didn't do any favors on there. As well as Mark Andrews, the Baltimore tight end for the 90 pounds of D, didn't do a doggone thing.
So what you're saying now is that the guys who actually know the stats and pay attention to the finer points of football are now starting to play well, whereas us casual fans are starting to look like crap.
Exactly. Yeah, and then they do in this recap that they give us, they call it the Monday Night Miracle, and I'm going to set the stage for you guys here.
No.
We finished Sunday Night Football. I came in here Monday morning, and the big Black Hawks were 50 points behind the Touchdown Tacos, who hadn't had a win yet all season long. And Sarah was just all a glee that we were behind by 50 points, counting on 2 players. Those 2 players would be Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals and James Cook of the Buffalo Bills. And Sarah was just the smile on your face, Sarah.
She was talking mad crap.
I was.
She was.
I was like, good luck, Mike. 50 points. Yeah, right. You only have 2 players playing.
And then I kid you not, as the game went on, because I know that wild things happen, I'm watching these scores as they develop. I end up at home for the rest of that Monday Night Football game with the Cincinnati Bengals, and I see that final touchdown pass to Jamar Chase. Bam, that put the big Black Hawks in first place for the week, once again stealing a win away from the Touchdown Tacos. However, on the other side of that, while you guys did make second place, well done, ladies. I did that. Great effort by you. However, the Bowie Buddies, I'm sorry to say, you guys did end up dead last this week.
So what's our punishment?
Which means one of you two, doesn't matter which one, but one of you two will be coming onto the men's room to take on the FCC, putting $325,000 at risk. So,
I like to make you guys lose some money, so I'm in. Let's go. Plus, I slur my words and stutter sometimes.
Fantastic. So you can tune in tomorrow at 4:30 to hear either Steve Migs or Danny V. So it sounds like it's going to be you, Steve.
I'll do it.
You sound like a worthy candidate.
Oh, this is going to be great.
I'm excited.
I've never played this game.
You've never played this game?
No, I mean, I don't play it at home. I listen. I've heard Ted do it, and sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. I feel like I'm going to be bad.
Well, much like fantasy football, we're going to put Ted on the bench this week and see if we can put you in there.
Okay, great. I don't know if I'll get you points, but I definitely will get you a fine.
Thanks for joining us, Mike Hawk
Appreciate
from
you guys.
the men's room. Rockaholics, we know.
And if anyone wants to see how bad our teams are doing, just go to all of our social media pages at Daly Migs, Daly, of course, without an I, and we screenshot all of our performances so you can check them out and make fun of us there.
Yeah, definitely make fun of the Bowie Buddies. We know
We're
that
coming back strong this weekend.
We know that you're a massive music fan, Rockaholics, but do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it to us, and you will get hooked up with tickets to see Korn with Gojira at the Tacoma Dome on October 10th. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Throughout this fine morning, we have received texts and calls from you that we've not yet had a chance to chat with you about. But the time has come today. We are checking in with the Rockaholics. So give us a call if there's something you'd like to chime in on from this morning's show, or if you have something on your mind that you would like to discuss. 206-803-ROCK.
Got a few texts and also some DMs asking me if I've seen the new Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix, which it just got released yesterday. It's 6 episodes, I believe, and it's supposed to be like this big tell-all of Vince McMahon. It's interesting because he agreed to do a bunch of interviews, and it's on Netflix. And right when all these crazy allegations happened, where like some really gnarly stuff was going on with one of his employees, and it's awful, he stopped doing the interviews. But they still put together this documentary, and as a wrestling fan, like a lot of it's stuff that we've heard and seen about, but I think this is definitely made for people who aren't maybe wrestling fans or casual fans to just kind of give you a glimpse of just how insane Vince McMahon and the wrestling industry was. Because like we just see him like, I've already heard about this. And it's like there's steroid allegations, there's all these infidelity, there's criminal behavior, there's people getting murdered, like all this stuff. Like we're like, yeah, we already heard about it all. But then like my wife will overhear something that's going on, and she's like, you do realize that is very strange. And one of the scenes that's going virally about this that is out there is Vince McMahon's talking about his character, which is Mr. McMahon. Mm-hmm. And one of the ideas that he came up with that involved his daughter, his actual daughter, Stephanie McMahon. Are you ready for this?
I don't know. Am I?
One of my storyline ideas was that Stephanie gets pregnant. And I think I was the one who impregnated her, my character.
His character, not actual dad, but Mr. McMahon impregnated his character.
Well, duh. I think it was something like that. It was like, no, that one didn't make it.
You think?
Wow. That is not tracking at all. Oh, boy.
One of the ideas I had, imagine being in the meeting where he's like, hey, guys, I have this idea. It involves my daughter getting pregnant. By me.
Can we rewind 10 seconds and forget that ever happened? Oh, my God. So you're going to start watching it today?
I've watched episode 1. I'm a little bit in on episode 2. So far, it's interesting. I think if you're a non-wrestling fan, it'll be fascinating because it's just like, you just get to see like the wackiness and just the out there world that is pro wrestling, but mainly Vince McMahon. I mean, he's a shrewd businessman, but he's also a little kooky.
Fun.
Yeah, a little, I mean, clearly, if that's something that comes up in a meeting, that's a little strange.
Certainly is. Hey, Steve Migs, have you ever been accused of stealing? Just hearts?
Yeah, that's it. No, honestly, no. Pretty proud to say I haven't been, even when I was stealing stuff, I wasn't accused of stealing.
Really? You had sticky fingers and
it was a G.I.
nice
Joe
face.
action figure. And it wasn't like I was stealing anything serious. I was 35 when I did it. No, kidding. I was like 10.
Well, there's a guy who had a pretty massive overreaction to a woman stealing something stupid. And she swears that she did not steal it. You're going to hear this overreaction at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
There's a video of two JetBlue passengers arguing about a stolen charger, and it's all over social media. This actually happened, though, more than a year ago, but the guy it belonged to just posted the footage, and we have the audio.
Excuse me, did you take my charger?
Yeah.
Why would you take my charger?
Because we got off the flight.
Yeah, but my charger, that's my charger. Why would you take
You're
it?
going to get it back. Give me one
But why would you take it, though, without permission?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, but don't steal things.
Is it stealing?
Yes, that is stealing. Absolutely.
Is it stealing?
Absolutely. Yes, it's stealing. You're giving it back because I caught you, and everybody else saw you. That's why. Everybody else said you took it. Well, you can't afford a charger?
He sounds like a lot of fun.
I mean, I hate to be living with him when he thinks something happened. You know what I mean? It seems a little crazy.
He also claims that the flight was delayed. This is the story he's telling, that the flight got delayed, so the pilot let everyone go back to the terminal for a little while. And so he left it plugged in at the seat, but the woman claims that the charger wasn't plugged in, and she found it laying on the ground after they were told to take everything with them. So she tried to give it to a flight attendant, but the flight attendant wouldn't take it. So...
I feel like they got to go to the people's court to handle this. I have no idea who's telling the truth, but just based on how he was overreacting, I feel like he didn't even give her a chance to explain herself. Like maybe she was about to say, hey, I found it on the floor. They said take everything, so I was just taking it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Two sides to every story, after all.
Well,
but
two sides, three sides, because there's
right.
Each person's side and the truth.
And then the truth.
Have you ever left anything on an airplane before?
I'm pretty good at double checking everything, like maybe like a pack of gum, but like I'm very like aware of like where are my headphones, where are these? Like I go through like the whole inventory check. So
oh yeah.
How about you?
Just a water bottle one time, and I was very bummed about it because it was covered in really cool stickers. Wow. You can never get those stickers back. It was very sad. We all love riding roller coasters, right?
Yes.
Yes. But would you be willing to get tattooed while riding on a roller coaster?
No.
One guy did it, and you're going to hear how it turned out during the Daily Migs download after Pearl Jam.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Yesterday, the Seattle Mariners, man, the bats were alive. The errors were alive for the Houston Astros. And they ended up winning 8-1. Might be too little too late, though. I mean, they still have a chance. They're 2.5 games out. There's 3 games left. They got to have a lot of people losing some games, and they got to win out, basically. And they're going to start that series tomorrow at home against the Oakland A's, the final home games of the season, possibly for the entire year. So, go Mariners. Let's beat them Oakland A's.
This is our year.
It could still be. We might come in next week. Really, no, probably going to come in sad.
Stop.
Yeah.
There's an Instagram page called the Cheeky Boyos, and they get challenged to do really dumb things by their fans. And they just posted a video of one of them taking the suggestion to tattoo himself while on a roller coaster. Here is what it sounded like.
Give yourself a tattoo on a roller coaster. Okay.
Thank you. Tattoo on the ride?
You didn't finish it. We got to go again.
Bro, I can't do that
again. Oh my gosh.
I love it, bro.
When did you do that? On the roller coaster, just like 5 minutes ago.
The best part is it's a tattoo of a stick figure riding a roller coaster.
I actually love the tattoo. I would get that tattoo at a tattoo shop.
Yes.
And he had one of those like Bluetooth tattoo guns that they have now, tattoo machines where
crazy.
You just charge it and then you don't even have to worry about having it plugged in or anything like that. The wireless one's not Bluetooth. You know what I mean?
Because it doesn't play music
while you're tattooing. I don't know why I said Bluetooth, man.
You're just inventing new things.
I'm not exactly sure why I said that, but here we are. I might just pull a Hoda and say goodbye to you guys.
No!
It's been a good run. She announced this morning. She said she's leaving NBC's Today Show at the end of 2024. Here's her announcement.
I was doing the math, and I realized that I have spent 26 years at NBC, and I just turned 60. And it was such a monumental moment for me when I turned 60 years old, because I started thinking about that decade. Like, what does that decade mean? What does it hold? What's it going to have for me? And I realized that it was time for me to turn the page at 60 and to try something new.
And what she's trying is DoorDash. She's going to start doing DoorDash. So, yeah, she's got 2 young daughters that she wants to spend some time with, and she figured the DoorDash schedule's a little bit better than doing today.
Yeah, you can be a little more accommodating to all the different activities her kids are involved in, that kind of thing.
End of an era.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I didn't watch that show religiously by any means, but I always really liked her.
I've only seen clips of her usually on Twitter, and I think she seems like a pretty fun person.
Yes.
I mean, good luck to her. I think she's going to be fine. I don't think she has to worry about paying her bills. Hey, as far as weather, hitting a high of 65, going to be a cloudy day today. That is the DMD, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with your morning 12-pack.
The Daily Migs Show. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available, and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.